Hi friends, I'm so excited that you have committed to spending the next 3 days with me in this glimpse group, learning a little bit more as to what it is I do as a Team Beachbody coach. There are lots of different stages in the game as far as people in this group are concerned. Some of you have been in one of my accountability groups, some of you have not. Some of you have maybe been invited to this group by another coach on my team, but regardless of how you got here or who asked you to be here, I'm excited that you're here. And over the course of the next 3 days, I'm going to be sharing some videos like this one with you to kind of give you some insight as to what it means to be a Team Beachbody coach, and more specifically, what it means to be a member of this specific team. Our team is Dream Dynasty, and you will hear me reference that a little bit more over the course of the next 3 days. But what I really want to do right now is kind of give you a little bit of background as to how I became a Team Beachbody coach, and to also let you know what to expect over the course of the next 3 days from me and what is expected from you as well. Don't worry, it's nothing too awfully crazy. So I wanted to start off by just kind of explaining a little bit how I came to Team Beachbody and how I sort of found myself in the midst of what has been the best experience of my life over the course of the past little over a year. So I began my health and fitness journey a couple years ago, probably 3 years ago to be exact, three to 4 years ago. I had gotten to a point in my life where I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with who I was on the inside. I wasn't happy with the person I'd become on the outside. And if you've been in one of my accountability groups, and not all of you have, we're all coming from different places in terms of how we got in this group, whether you were in one of my accountability groups or you're going to be in one of my upcoming accountability groups, or you were invited here by another coach, whatever the case may be. I want you to know the emphasis that I place on working on ourselves from the inside out, and how our physical results from these incredible programs and eating clean and Shakeology is just a byproduct and a super awesome bonus that we get from really focusing on ourselves from the inside. So I didn't like who I was on the inside. I definitely didn't like the person I saw physically in the mirror, and I knew something needed to change, but I didn't know how to make that change. Health and fitness was not something that I knew anything about growing up, or even into college. It wasn't something that got talked about in our household, and I didn't even know where to start. I entered a pageant to force myself to get back into shape. What could scare you into shape more than standing on a stage in a swimsuit? So that was kind of my approach to getting back in shape physically, and competing in pageantry totally changed my life as well in terms of the person that I became on the inside, and the philanthropic work I was able to do through those systems and organizations was just incredible. But all of that to say, chicken, rice, broccoli, hour and a half a day at the gym got me in the physical shape that I wanted to be in. Was it fun? No. It wasn't a process that I not only enjoyed along the way, but one that I thought I could keep up long term, because there was no balance in my life. And so although I got to where I wanted to be physically, that internal, mind shift of learning how to live a truly healthy life from the inside out wasn't, I didn't learn that part of the journey. So needless to say, I competed in pageants for 2 full years in order to force myself to have a goal, essentially, to work towards to stay in shape. And it was a rough 2 years of trying to maintain a body that I was happy with, and that I liked looking at in the mirror, and that I felt comfortable in my clothes in. But there was still something missing. There was just, like I said, that internal, mental, emotional part of what is our health and fitness journey I was still struggling with. And so I had gone through a lot of life changes. I had graduated from grad school. I'd moved to a new state. I'd gotten married. We bought our first home. Lots of changes, really exciting life changes were happening for me, and I couldn't enjoy them to the fullest because of this void that I felt that I didn't even know was a void at the time, and that I surely didn't know how to fill. And I had met a friend when I had moved here to Oklahoma who was a Team Beachbody coach. And, she'd asked me for a while to, do this 60-day program with her, or to drink this shake, or, to do personal development. And I was just like, no, I don't have time. I'm sure you have either used that excuse or have heard that excuse from somebody that you've tried to help. I don't have time. I was totally that person. Well, I had gotten to a point where I needed to do something. I had nothing else to lose and everything to gain. And so after months of her asking me, I finally decided to commit to a 60-day program called the Masters Hammer and Chisel. And this was in January of last year, so 2016. I was like, okay, I'll go 60 days all in. I'll stick to the nutrition plan 100%, and I'll press play every single day, and I'll drink this silly shake every single day just for you, just so you'll stop asking me, and just because I have nothing to lose. And guys, I tell you what, the first time I pressed play on January 6th, 2016, my life was forever changed. And it was forever changed past the point of the fact that in those 60 days, I lost 9 pounds and like 11 inches. It changed my life past the point of becoming really close with somebody else who was on their journey with me. It changed my life in a way, like I mentioned a second ago, that I didn't even know needed to be changed. I had found this new excitement for living a healthy life and to learning how to nourish my body, and the fact that I could work out for 30 to 40 minutes a day from my living room or my spare bedroom without having to walk aimlessly around a gym and figure out, machines or equipment, or finding the time to drive the 25-minute round trip to and from the gym, or it changed my life. It changed my life in ways that I can't even explain. And if you've been in one of the accountability groups, I hope that you have experienced that as well. So I developed a new passion for life. I know it sounds crazy, but I was happy and excited about waking up every day and pushing play and seeing how on track I could stay with my nutrition. And even if I didn't stay on track that day, I still felt okay because I was healthier in general. Mentally, emotionally, physically, internally. I mean, life was good at this point, and I attribute all of that to pressing play on that first day last January. So I'd completed the program by this point, and my friend who was a coach, she never really asked me about coaching. I just kind of really creepily started following some other people who I knew were coaches, and I just kind of wanted to watch from the sidelines to see what coaching was all about. I knew that I wasn't at my goal fitness level, or I had no experience with social media or sharing opportunities with other people, or I always had a passion for helping other people, but it's always looked different, whether it's in my job or my pageantry work or whatever the case may be. I hadn't really found my niche. And so I watched from the sidelines for about 4 months, and every day I would watch YouTube videos from some of the top coaches in the company, and how they were helping people and how their lives had been changed, not only physically and mentally and emotionally like mine, but financially. And people who were able to write checks to pay off their mortgage and provide for their family and stay home with their kids and, retire their spouses, and to try to wrap my mind around the fact that all of that could come from sharing something with other people that had changed my life already, it just blew my mind. So I don't know if it's the graduate student in me or my type A OCD personality, but I did so much research over the course of those next 4 months. I watched videos. I ran Google Dry trying to search every single, every piece of information about coaching that I could find, which is why I love running these groups, like this Glimpse group, because I'm able to, in a really short, condensed amount of time, a period of 3 days, share with you some of those really general things about coaching that I found really useful while I was doing my research, so that you can make the decision as to whether or not this is right for you. And I don't mean just this coaching thing. I mean being a part of my tribe and my team, and I want you to get a sense of who we are and what we do past just pressing play and drinking a shake and eating clean, and doing our best at that, but not being perfect. I want you to get a sense for the true deep meaning as to what it is to be a coach. And so I tried to muddle my way through that for 4 months, and then I finally just decided, you know what? I'm going to go all in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to help as many people as I can, and whatever comes of it, comes of it. And you guys, that was another moment in my life, just like that first day that I pressed play, that my life changed. It changed. Being able to just invite people to my accountability groups and being able to share my story and my journey on social media and connect with people and build relationships with people, and it's incredible. It is so incredible, and it holds me accountable to my health and fitness journey, and it's so fun to know that I don't have to be perfect, and I can eat pizza on a Friday night, and I can miss my workout one day, and my tribe is still there for me, and they're pushing me, and they're encouraging me, and they're motivating me, and it's life-changing. It is so much more than hitting your goal weight. And I hope over the course of the next 3 days you can kind of see that as well. And so all of that to say, this opportunity has changed my life in ways that I never expected it to. I never imagined it could. And I'm just so excited to share this opportunity with all of you and allow you to make the decision as to whether this is something that you want to be a part of your life. So I am a 150% believer in the fact that every single person benefits from Beachbody, whether you're a coach or not. Whether it's getting in shape or finding yourself emotionally and mentally through personal development, which is something that we'll talk about a little bit later this week. But a huge part of what being a coach means is working on yourself so that you can better serve other people. Or whether it's the coaching opportunity and you being able to provide for your family just by helping other people get healthy, or that fulfillment that you get from one of your challengers or friends in your accountability groups, hitting their goal weight or finding balance in life. Whatever the case may be, every single person can benefit from this opportunity. And I'm a full confident believer in that. So this week, we're going to talk a lot about a little bit more specifically what it means to be a coach, how you can make money as a coach. My most exciting topic of conversation is going to be addressing all those fears and objections that you have as to, I only have 40 friends on Facebook. How am I supposed to connect with that many people? Or I don't know how to use social media, or I'm not at my goal weight or my goal physical fitness level. Or I'm too shy. I don't know how to talk to people, or I don't know enough about it. We're going to talk about all of those things. And then we're also going to talk about all of the resources that are provided to you as a coach, being a part of this team, and how we are here for you every step of the way to make sure that you are equipped to do your job as a coach. We're going to talk about the different types of coaches. We're going to talk about all of it, and I'm really excited for it. So what the structure of this group will look like is there will be 1 to 2, probably 2 every day between now and the end of Wednesday, videos posted in the group giving you some sort of insight as to a different topic of coaching. Now, I'm going to keep the videos much shorter than this one because I want to respect your time, but I still want to give you all of the information that you need to make the best decision for you and your family. So they will be much more brief than this one, but I think it's important for me in this specific video to share my journey and my story with you so that you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. This team, the larger team that Dream Dynasty is a part of, has over 45,000 coaches on it, and I hope that shows you that you will never be alone. There will always be somebody here for you, cheering you and pushing you and encouraging you and motivating you along the way. Let's see, I have some notes here of some last things I want to wrap up. It's 3 days only, so what I expect from you is to watch the videos, watch every single video. Even if you're just listening to it while you're in the shower or riding in the car, I want you to ask questions. I want you to be engaged. I want you to at least show up. I want you to at least get the information. So like I said a minute ago, you can make the best decision for you. What you can expect from me is showing up every day, providing you with information that I feel like is important for you to know in order to make that specific decision. And what you can expect from this team in general, which, like I mentioned a minute ago, is what I really want you to get out of this is, outside of the logistics of what it means to be a coach and how we make money and how we run groups and this, that, and the other thing, I want you to know that one of the most valuable things I have gotten out of this opportunity is this team and this tribe, and what you can expect from us on a weekly and monthly basis as far as running challenge groups and running coach sneak peeks to provide other people with the opportunity of coaching and free groups. And we have a call every single week on Monday evenings, and there's other calls throughout the weeks from some of our other teams, and we have trainings, and you will be provided with every single resource and tool that you need to be successful at this business. And that's what you can expect from this team. You can also expect a tribe of people who are just like you and who love you and who want to see you just crush it at life. And that is everything I've gotten out of this opportunity and so much more. I mean, it's really incredible. So I'm going to end and wrap up this video with wanting to encourage you to introduce yourself, whether it's just a quick 2-minute video or a post below the comment section of this video. I want you to introduce yourself. I want you to tell us who you are and where you live and about your family and your hobbies and what made you say yes to joining this Glimpse group, and who invited you to this Glimpse group, and what intrigues you about it, and what reservations you have. I want you to answer all of those questions below this video in the form of a video, or a comment will work just as fine as well. If you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate to ask. This group is free and open to you to share your thoughts and ask your questions. And if you have questions along the way, ask them, and I will address them every single time I post a video in this group. And I can go live in the group and answer those questions, and we will get your questions answered so that you can make sure you're making the right decision. So I will see you guys later today with some more info. In the meantime, thank you so much for spending the next 3 days with me. I'm really excited about this, and I've never been more passionate about anything in my entire life, and just being given the opportunity to share it with you is another one of those really huge blessings that's kind of hard to put into words. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will check back in with you later with a little bit more information and insight as to what it means to be a Team Beachbody coach and to be a tribe member of Dream Dynasty. See you soon.